I raised up. Another big room had a few beds where patients were staying overnight. And then another room I saw where medicine are kept. There was a guy over the counter at the medicine room. Other than that, it is long corridor where all patients have been waiting. It is not a busy day and this is new city. So, no one knows me. But I managed to talk to the guard of the hospital and convinced him that I have no money but need to see the doctor. He took me a small room and asked me to stay there. It was a small room with couple of chairs and a table itself with boxes containing medical instruments. After waiting for some time, I see the nurse entered with a tray in her hand. I was standing here and she asked me to sit on a chair. She put down the tray on the table and started asking me questions. I saw there are cottons, alcohol, syringe, needle and stitches on the tray. I am a strong boy. During the time of my orphanage, I have endured a lot of pain. The caretaker used to beat me with no reason whatsoever. Someday, I have found 50 spunks at my bottom for not being able to properly water the tree in the garden. That even he used to do in front of all the kids to teach them also a lesson. There were days when I used to find my bottom so sore that I would not move properly, let alone sitting. So, I can tolerate the pain to the high limit. Still, when I noticed the syringe and needle, my heartbeat started to rise with the fear of pain. The nurse was a middle-aged woman wearing a sari and a small white coat on top of sari. She asked my name and what happened. I show her the wounds on my elbow and knee. It was a deep cut in my elbow, but the knee was not that deep, and I was still able to walk with little discomfort. Seeing me as a kid, the nurse started to ask about my family. I told her that I have none and I am staying in a slum nearby and looking for a job to eat. Honestly, I did not eat much for last few days. I stole some money while I ran away, but that money was finished and I was in desperate need for a job, and then this accident happened. She was dressing my wound while I was talking. I was feeling little pain from the dressing, but that was none compared to what I endured in orphanage. So, I was able to tolerate. She noticed that and told me that I was a brave boy indeed. After she finished the dressing of my elbow and the knee, she started preparing an injection. I got scared, don't know why. In fact, I have never taken injection before in my life, and let alone not from a female nurse. However, seeing her preparing the injection, I felt a weird sensation in my body. It was not altogether the fear of needle but something else. I could not explain that at that age. However, she finished preparing the injection and told me to lift my shirt sleeve from the left arm. I followed her what she said. She came near and checked my arm. I have fair skin tone, but kind of skinny arm. She said to me, "You have almost no muscle in the arm, you need to eat, boy." I felt the cold arm of her when she held my arm from with her left hand and cleaned my deltoid area. She also used her index finger to find a spot with most muscle. I felt the prick of her nail several times. That gave me some strange feeling too. However, she took the syringe and after removing the bubbles from the syringe, she suddenly pushed the needle deep inside my arm. I felt a sharp pain. I looked at the other side and felt pain from the medicine going in. She assured me, "Just a second, it will be done." And it did. It was not that bad. There was pain, but a different feeling too. I don't know, but it was nowhere near the pain I endured in my life. It also felt strange getting from a female nurse. In fact, this is probably the first time I felt the touch of a woman in my entire life. She gave me a decent massage and handed me the cotton. Just when I was about to leave, she stopped me and asked me to lean over the chair and unbutton my pant. I was shocked. I did not want to remove my pant in front of a female whom I don't even know. I have been abused in the orphanage by the male. But this is different, I don't want to do that here. I refused and asked her why I would do that. She said, "You need another injection on your bottom." First of all, I don't want to show my bottom to her. Second, if I do, she would see that I have beaten black marks all over my very fair bottom. I am very shy of showing that to anyone, let alone this nurse. I asked her to give it to my other arm, on which she said no, it needs to go on deep muscle which you don't have on arm. She probably understood the reason and asked me to calm down and said she is only the nurse and there is no reason to be shy or afraid here. She also told me if I take that injection she would find me a job. That is what I needed the most. She knew it and took advantage of that. I thought of enduring the shame once to get a job and feed me. So, I stood there, turned around and unzipped the pant and exposed my bottom. She saw my bottom and shocked herself. She asked me what happened. I did not want to tell her that. So, I kept quiet. She realized there is something and also did not ask anything. But she then started applying the alcohol on my right bottom. I felt pain even then, as the beating was still fresh, just a week ago, and I still was having pain. However, she asked, "Does those hurt?" I said, "Yes." She said, "No worries, I am giving you a painkiller injection. So, it will help to reduce the pain." After a few seconds, I felt a sharp pain from the jabbing of the needle to my bottom. It really hurt, and I made an ouch sound. She started pumping the medicine and I felt more pain. After a few moments, it was over. She gave a massage and asked me to dress up. After I did, she said she will take me to the doctor and there is a chance that I get a job at her home. She was looking for a handyman for her home. I could not thank her enough for this act of kindness. She took me to the doctor's chamber and I got the job, also a place to stay. However, story begins from there only. That things I did not know at that moment, the fear of injection, are about to begin in my life. Stay tuned for more. Please subscribe.